Welcome to the Box Score Sports Podcast.
Let's do it.
Okay, Cavs, Raptors, we're moving on to the East. The Raptors won this season series 3-0. Let's see here. The Cavs were 6th in offense and 15th in defense, and the Raptors were 15th in offense and 5th in defense. Pace, true shooting, and rebounding all in favor of the Cavaliers. What do we see in this series, Clint?
This is playoff Cav. What are we going to get? Can they, their guards, Mitchell, I think that was a Zach Lowe thing. There was that clip going around that, he's only made it to the conference finals once, and it's all his fault. But eventually it all kind of comes back to you. You're the best player in this series. Can Cleveland shake the mental hurdles of the last two playoff series?
Yeah.
I know it was against the Knicks, but the Raptors can give some of the same vibes as far as size, defensive capabilities. It makes me nervous for the Cavs. Plus, you have playoff James Harden.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I think this is going to be a much more competitive series than some people are kind of brushing off because one side has names and the other side, even though they have names, they're not as notable in names. I'm with you. I think that with the Harden, and to be fair to Mitchell, I think it's just really hard as a smaller guard. I think, what is he, 6'2", 6'3"? It's harder to be the best player on a team and be successful. It's hard to do that, I think. But I'm nervous for the Cavs. And I know we've always had a love relationship with the Toronto Raptors, but I don't know. Nervous.
Yeah, it does make me slightly. What gives me some pause for the Raptors is quickly, tweaked his hammy a little.
Yeah.
That, for a guy who is oft injured, I know they said slight, but a hammy is not one of those things that just disappears and then,
Correct.
You're going full speed. That makes me nervous, but the Raptors' size for Mitchell and Harden is another thing that, again,
Right.
We kind of talked about. The fall of the Cavs with Garland was like, you got two small guards, you got two bigs, but you can kind of get overwhelmed in the playoffs. The Raptors give you the same thing quickly, not huge, but Ingram, Barrett, Barnes, big dudes.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the advantage the Cavs do have, though, is they're two bigs in this series. Pirtle hasn't been great this year, and that's who they're relying on against Allen and Mobley, so that should work out for them in a positive way, I think. What's your matchup for this, the matchup you're looking at the most?
I want to see Scotty Barnes.
That's what I put. Who is he guarding? Who do you think he's guarding? Is he guarding Mitchell or Harden?
I would probably put him on Harden and just take away.
Right on ball.
Yeah, because we've seen what Mitchell, he can handle the ball, but he's not a point guard. And
Right.
It really kind of slows down the offense. Whereas if you can get him on Harden probably not going to blow by Scotty Barnes.
Right.
Obviously he'll probably cover a little bit everyone. He'll probably cover Mobley. They might try him at center in some of these lineups or whatever. But I would put him on Harden to just disrupt the offense and make the Cavs kind of turn into that one-dimensional. It's Mitchell and nothing else.
Yeah, that's what I have too. I said Barnes against whoever he covers. I put Harden ? Because I'm with you. I think I'd put him right on ball. Disrupt the offense, slow it down. I know Harden likes to play slow, but he likes to play slow in his own way. And if you take the way he wants to play out of it, where you've got this long guy just pressing up against you, you're going to slow down the offense even more. So I think that's what I would do as well, and that's the matchup I'm looking forward to because, man, if you can disrupt it there, like you said, it's either Mitchell or bust, and that's a lot to put on Mitchell. So, X Factor, who's your X Factor?
It's going to be James Harden.
Oh.
I just think they're going to need him more than you're probably comfortable with as a Cavs fan. I know it's the first round and it's the Raptors, But like you said with Barnes, and if Barnes isn't off of him and, Mitchell is off the floor, Harden's got to do his thing. And if he's nothing off the ball, as we tend to see, Dennis Schroeder has his strengths. This might not be one of the teams, with the size that you're like, cool. Keon Ellis, a little on the smaller side still. I just think there's going to be some of these games where it's going to come down to what can James Harden do. And I would be nervous as a Cavs fan, but he's got to, you gave up Garland, who came back healthy and looks kind of good.
Yeah.
This is what you made the trade for. Make it count.
Yeah, agreed. I put Mobley down. I think Mobley's going to be an X factor too, because I think unless if it's Barnes who covers him, sometimes I think that he'll have sort of a mismatch he can take advantage of. He needs to let it fly. He's gotta shoot. He's got to be more involved in the offense. I think especially if Barnes takes out Harden, like we think they should do, like it makes it, I shouldn't say take him out, but makes him work harder, and you're looking for somebody else besides Mitchell, Mobley has to be that guy. And we've been kind of waiting for this extra level to his offensive game. Well, now is the time, man. You got to bring that out. So I'm going to put Mobley as the X factor for this series.
Got to put some hair on that chest, Evan.
That's right.
You got to show up for this one. I know, like the Celtics series, he kind of showed out, but it was kind of like over at that point. They were underdogs. You're right. Like if they're going to take out Harden or they're going to try to take out Mitchell, this is where you got to kind of break through that ceiling and show us something.
Agreed. Okay. Let's pick the series. Give me your who you got.
I'm really nervous. I took the Raptors in 7.
Whoa, big upset. The flamethrower torch Bunsen burner.
I know. Like when you look at the matchups, the Cavs, I think should be favorite, but I really worry that if the Raptors get a couple games and the Harden factor of the crowd being like, oh no, James Harden, the mental factor of what has happened to the Raptors, to the Cavs the last couple of years, I think that snowballs on them. And the pressure of Donovan Mitchell, if this flames out right here, is he going to be really excited to keep it going?
Yeah, and with Ingram, he's been good. So they have a half court guy who can score buckets, right? So then you got quickly, as long as he's healthy, he can generate points. So you said Raptors in 6 or 7? 7. Okay. Oh wait. I do think that if the series the longer it goes, the more tense the Cavs will get a little bit. And man, that will be a fun exit interview to do, because we'll be talking about whether or not what they need to do. I think last year we talked about them getting rid of one of the guards and one of the big men. And that might be the next move, one of the big men. I'm going to go Cavs here, though. I'm going to play it safe, I guess. I'm going to go in 6. I'm going to go Cavs in 6. I think it'll be 2-2. Cavs will win at home, and then the last game might be one of those games where the Cavs just run the floor. But yeah, Cavs in 6. Anything else, or moving on to the last one we're talking about tonight?
We can go on to the last one.
Okay, let's do it. Thanks so much for watching this clip of the Box Score Sports Podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter or X. And we'll talk to you guys real soon. See ya.